Well, hello, Virgo. Welcome back, my fellow Virgos, brothers and sisters, sun, moon, and rising. So we have Mercury going into retrograde, our ruler, again, again. And we're actually in the shadow period of it. So, well, I don't know if they really call it the shadow period, but where you feel it normally up to 2 weeks before the actual retrograde. So, we need to be aware of that because it can certainly bring people back from the past. Not just people, though, events, things that we haven't closed that the universe is still waiting for us to close. And I get a lot of Geminis that also watch the Virgo reading, and you're also ruled by Mercury. And that may be why you watch both. And I have a Gemini moon, so double retro, uh-oh. But I'm preparing myself for it. I feel like that is the ticket. We just have to know. We just have to understand the energy, the possibilities of what it means, and take it from there. Understand that if we are losing our temper when normally we don't, perhaps it's due to Mercury. So being aware of the energy helps you to navigate through the energy. We can certainly use this for our higher good too. So that's what I'm hoping. And I decided, Virgo, that I am going to pull a Mother Mary card for us. And it's weird, you're the only sign so far that I felt like bringing Mother Mary into the reading. But there's a need, I'm sure. So we're going to start there. We're going to pull one card. And of course, all my decks have been shuffled. Pre-shuffled. Okay, well, that's way too much. Too much advice. We can't take all that advice. We just need a little bit of advice. A little bit of a head start, hopefully, for Mother Mary. Yes, I still have my window open, guys. I still don't have air. Okay, let me tune in here. I feel like that's it. We have the card, present moment. I am fully present in the here and now. There's a lot of stormy waters behind her. But her back is to it. Back is to it. And, I almost feel like this is saying that for us, Virgo, we've had this turbulent water for quite a while, right? And for some, I feel like it is about turning your back on it now. Living for you. Not looking too far into the future. Certainly not looking to the past. Only in where the past has helped us for this present moment. Let me read from the book, and then we'll get into the tarot. I don't know why, but I'm not surprised at all that this card came out. because it's what I was feeling when I was shuffling the decks and just meditating on Virgo energy. You know, and I say Virgo energy, but I want to be fair. It's not that I'm honing into Virgo. I'm honing into the energy of, I guess, those that will click the video. Because I'm being told that this is for everyone. And I'm being asked not to leave anyone out. You know, not to make sure that perhaps those who are not a Virgo, who were just guided to the channel, that you know that this is for you too. Okay. I am fully present in the here and now. I'm going to hold this up as I read and just check out the image. You know, like really, really look at the image. I'll try to keep the glare off it for you. Okay. You receive this card as a gentle reminder to keep your focus upon this present moment, right now. Have you been reliving old memories, rehashing ancient wounds, or projecting yourself into the future? If so, you're missing out on life, which occurs in the here and now. Mother Mary guides you to enjoy the present, no matter what's going on. As you learn to extract the joy and blessings hidden within every experience, you will feel continuously fulfilled in this moment. Wow. Well, I'm keeping her out because it's exactly the type of energy I was feeling. And, you know, I feel like what it's saying is, you know, with Mercury being in retrograde, it's more important than ever to try to stay in the present moment. Because again, retrograde Mercury could be trying to, well, let's put it this way. If old things come up, it's about closing the door on them. Because what I'm feeling is there may be, I don't know, there may be quite a few of you who, well, you know, we're thinking about someone from the past. Maybe we're thinking about ways that life used to be. You know, we have had 9 pretty difficult years as Virgos. Not just as Virgos, but Virgo, come on. We've had a pretty difficult 9 years. But in the same breath, through these difficulties, we have grown so much. So I feel like our main message is about understanding that the past always has its importance. But we're not meant to live in our past. We're not meant to live in the future. We're meant to live for today. Because it's the only thing we truly have. Is this very moment, right? Wow. Okay. Well, let's pull the cards in. Let's see what they have to say. I'm going to give us a couple shuffles. And as I do that, I just want to remind you guys that I'm having that tarot contest. And if you want to enter, all you need is cards. Pick a week of August, any week you want. I believe there's 5 weeks. And you want to do your approximately 20-minute video on that week. You can pick a sign, you know, let's say you're a Virgo. You can certainly do the energy for Virgo, whatever you want to do. And I'm going to put up another video really laying out the direction. So if you're interested in that, and there's a lot of, there's a cash prize. There are beautiful donations for the winners. I'm excited. So, click on the little bell below, and it'll let you know as soon as I put out that video. Okay. All right, guys, let's get started. Justice. Let's do a shout out to Libra, the Hermits. Shout out to us, huh? Hermit. Seven of Earth. Well, I love that combination. Right off the bat, I feel like for some of you, it had, like you have been in this hermit mode. But I feel more for guidance. I feel like a lot of you were in hermit mode. You were in hermit mode. And you have come out. And you've come out with epiphanies. You've come out with direction, discovery about yourself and your capabilities and what you can do with them. Because I feel like what this is saying for many of you, it's like the seeds that you have been planting. And I feel like we've been planting seeds for quite a while. And I feel like what it's saying is, Virgo, it's time to now reap the benefit of your hard work. It's like harvest time has arrived for many of us in the month of August. This is not about having to wait 3 months. This is telling us very clearly, in the month of August, we start to reap the benefits of the seeds that we have planted. Now, can that be a negative thing? I suppose it could. If you're someone who is, well, listen, we're Virgo. We can very easily get in our minds. We can very easily overanalyze, right? But I do feel like a lot of Virgos have had clarity over that. It's like we know this about ourselves now. We know that we can overanalyze. So many of us have tamed that energy. So I feel like the reaping period is good. Very good. For the majority. And those who have been in that mind of constant worry, and I know that energy. We all know that energy, right? It's like that constant worry. It's asking you to be careful. Because you too shall reap the benefits. Well, what could the benefits be if we're worrying all the time? Are we manifesting our worry right back to us? And the answer is yes. But what Spirit is saying here is it's just recognizing it. Once you recognize it, you can put an end to it. You can have clarity of mind. It feels like that's what August is all about. So even if you feel like when I said you're about to manifest, and you are someone who's been worrying, you probably said, oh great, holy shit, oh no, right? But all this means is your harvest is yet to come. So it feels like I'm just going to say for everyone watching the video, that you're either about to see the fruit of your hard labor, or you're about to really see how your mind is working, perhaps overanalyzing, and you have a clarity over that, which allows you to, well, that's a beautiful benefit right there. Seeing that we're overanalyzing, so we can stop. So it's like nobody's being left out. Some just may have to wait a little longer. That's all. And it's like as soon as you understand, turn it around. Seems simple, right? I recognize it, so I can turn it around. In one way, it is that simple. It is that simple. So let's not overanalyze it, right? Sometimes things are simply that simple, that easy. So let's not overanalyze. Let's not think it to death. Let's not worry about what we don't have control over. Okay, so, and I have to go back to Mother Mary's present moment for a moment. This is exactly what I'm feeling again. This is where our fruits lie. In the present moment, not the past. Okay. I am, I just noticed 7, 8, 9. With 9 being right in the middle. 3 of air, 3 of swords. Damn, 3 of swords. Okay, so I gave it 7 shuffles. Major Arcana, Ego. 3 major arcanas. Next to 3. Page of Fire. I know, I just showed you and took it right down, didn't I? We have the 6 of Earth as our underlying energy. And what beautiful energy to have. The 6 of Earth is about reaping. Multiplying. It's like I feel money multiply. I want to say multiplying by 3. It's like gifts coming to you in 3s. This can be, I feel like it's about job opportunities also. Career. And for some of you, it can be 3 offers coming in. There's something with 3 here. Even though it's a 6. I keep feeling 3, like 3 offers. Your money multiplying by 3. It feels like where there was bad luck, it's turning around now. You know, I feel like for some of you, you've had 3 bad things happen in a row. And you may even say to yourself that when one bad thing happens, you expect 2 more to come. And so they do. And so they do. Mother Mary could very easily be saying here that this turbulent water of the past can affect this energy of abundance. So if you're expecting 3 negative things in a row, well, you're going to find them. You know what I mean? It's almost like okay, well, this happened, so I know 2 more bad things are going to happen. So it's like you seek them out. You look for them. Where maybe these 3 bad things could have come and gone right over you, and you didn't have to focus on them, but you chose to focus on them, which puts a belief in your head that every time something bad happens, I know 2 more bad things are going to happen. This is a weird message, but it's very strong. And, you know, it's a simple fix. Look for the good things. No matter how minute. Start looking for the good things. And notice, instead of negative 3 things happening, 3 positive things happening. So when something good happens, no matter how small, recognize it. Say to yourself, beautiful. I still have 2 more beautiful things that are going to happen to me, that are going to come to me. Things of my benefit. Well, okay. It's a lucky month, Virgo. It's a lucky month. It's a lucky month. Not only is it a month of, reaping the rewards of previously planted seeds, it's also a month of feeling new again. Having clarity over our negative or fear-based thoughts, knowing that we're having them. And it's almost like the minute you have it, think about it for a second. What am I worrying about? Can I change it? Because it's funny, I'm looking at the card ego, and it's almost like I'm seeing the fool going in the wrong direction. And I don't know if I've ever said that before. Like there is this possibility of what wants to be a new start now, in your present moment. But there's someone out there who your focus is so backwards that it's almost like, we're all the fool right now. We're all starting a new journey, new things, new opportunities, new people. But there's a few of you who, listen, it's like you're the fool with a blinder, a double negative. I know, that doesn't make a positive here. Well, okay. You're looking back you're looking back at someone from your past who has caused you pain. Doesn't even have to be a person, though for some of you, I know it's a person. Looking back at situations that didn't work out as planned. Didn't work out as planned. But perhaps with the Hermit sitting underneath here, perhaps it didn't work out as planned because something better is meant to happen. Just want to show you the cards. I'm just noticing his horn and how it like wants to penetrate through here. He's the only one with this horn. And I know it may not be called a horn, I don't know. But that's what I'm calling it. And he's trying to penetrate through here. I feel like what this is someone from the past trying to come back again. Mercury retrograde. But I feel like your armor needs to be stronger. Because I don't feel this is a good thing. And I know that bums some of you out. And listen, this message may not be for you. Please use your intuition, okay? Please use your intuition. Like if the message doesn't feel like it's for you, then it's probably not. Don't turn it around. Excuse me. Don't turn it around to make it fit. But nonetheless, here's this person. Some of you may have had a child with this person. Some of you, you may have been married to this person. Because I feel that there was some type of material, something in the material world that bound you two together. And no, I'm not feeling like twin energy, soulmate type of energy. I'm feeling more like we had a child together. We lived together. We shared a home together. And some of you may be in that mindset right now, thinking, maybe I'll give him one more chance. But you're somewhat in an illusion. Now, can it work? I would never say no. It absolutely cannot work. But what I'm feeling is you may invest another 6 good years of your life and turn out in the same place that you are right now. So do you take that chance of allowing someone from the past who didn't serve you well, who didn't treat you right? Do you take the chance of letting them come back in and possibly giving up another 6 years of your life, only to come back to this very same moment again? That's a personal choice. It's a personal choice. Now, I'm saying that you felt, like I feel a material tie here. It doesn't have to be just that, though. For some, maybe you were told someone is your soulmate, someone is a twin flame. Maybe they told you that. But it's just been hard, harder, and harder. It's not getting easier. It doesn't get easier. Because I feel like someone told you the wrong information, or you believed it within yourself. And if this is a soulmate, soulmates come in to better us, teach us lessons, but for our betterment, not to drag us down into the quicksand. So keep that in mind. It's like take off the blinders, look at it from the present moment, based in reality, and then make your decision. I feel for some, it's even apologies coming. Sorry for what I've done. And listen, that makes me happy. Good. Thank you. Thank you. But for some, that's all it needs to be. Thank you. Not oh, okay. Well, then let's get back together. Again, you can certainly do that. But the energy is asking you to be very clear. Like, take off your blinders. Don't only see the past, the past good things. Remember it all. And then make your decision, if you choose. I recommend not. But again, a personal choice. Because I do feel that, I feel like Virgo is getting to that point, just by the energy I'm feeling here. It's like Virgo is getting to the point of overcoming that way of being, thinking, acting. And we're coming to a time in our life where we see things very clearly. It's like no one can pull the wool over our eyes anymore. And it doesn't even matter how old you are. I don't even feel like this is based on life experience. Though those who are older will know exactly what I'm talking about. But this is about, it feels like the universe saying, what was illusion, it felt like an illusion, or where you kept yourself tied with an illusion, we're bringing you clarity. And listen, clarity can hurt in the beginning. Because to have clarity, we have to see things for what they really are, even within ourselves. And it's a gift that we're being given. And sometimes a gift from the universe has a lesson attached to it. But it wouldn't be given to us if we weren't ready. I also feel that there may be a few of you who have a feeling I'm going to have to close my window. Who are going through a divorce, child custody case, that kind of thing. And I feel that for you also, it's like, excuse me, it's like there is a real, you need to be in the present moment. You need to know everything that's going on. You need to make sure you're reading paperwork, even if you have an attorney. You're asking questions. You're being proactive in this. You're not putting all the reliance on an attorney, another person. Because I feel like like the gavel will come down in your favor, but you have to be proactive in it too. It's like you really have to know what's going on, and you can't have your ego involved here. Not if you want what's best for everyone. And I'm not talking about your ex. If you're in a child custody case, this is about what's best for the children. And coming from a fair mind. This is not about backing down, but this is about coming from your spirit and not your ego. I'm looking at the Three of Swords, and I'm noticing that horn again. For some of you, this could be, this could be your ex who you're in this court battle with. It doesn't have to be within court. It can be the beginning of a breakup, the middle, the end. But there's a path being laid out here that's saying what best serves you is not allow your ego to overtake it, even if the other one is. If you make sure your I's are dotted and your T's are crossed, you're going to be just fine. So it's like allowing the attorney to handle everything and even letting go of the unnecessary worry. But also staying proactive. That's it. It's not an overly cautious message like, oh, there's an attorney, who's going to lose everything for you. Not at all. It's just making sure that your needs are being met, that your children's needs are being met, or whoever this is in the past, but doing it in a spiritual way. Okay, I'm going to let that go. All right, so we're going to take the crystal vision out. I'm going to bring this down a little bit. I apologize. Give her a couple shuffles. Funny, now I have the 6, 7, 8, 9. Like we're on a little journey here. Virgo, I just feel like this is the month of Virgo. And I know it's not the month of Virgo, except for those celebrating their birthday from the 23rd on. Happy birthday. But when we think of Virgo, we think September, right? But yet it feels like August is the month of Virgo. Maybe we're accomplishing some things that move us ahead in our future. Okay, I'm going to put one in each card. I have the Wheel of Fortune, beautiful, on the Three of Swords. Moving out of that energy. Moving out of that energy. I have the Nine of Cups on the card Ego, Major Arcana. Beautiful. The Ace of Cups on the Page of Fire. Six of Cups on the card of Justice. Justice over our past. Let's just put that right out there. Queen of Swords on top of the Hermit. Beautiful. Six of Wands on top of the Seven of Earth. So it's like those seeds that have been planted, it is victory time. You are receiving your trophy. It is victory, Virgo. It is victory in many different areas. It is victory in love, I have to say. It is victory over the past and the ability to move on from it. It's victory with your thoughts. It's victory with your dreams starting to become your reality. And it's victory within the things that we've been waiting and waiting and waiting. That temporary pause. It's victory over that. Which means things start moving in a beautiful direction. Because no matter how we cut it, we end up with victory over the seeds, our intentions, our affirmations, our prayers, our hard work. Virgo, it is your month. It's almost like, Virgo ushering in fall. And before I can usher in this new season, I need to have complete clarity for myself. Okay, let's go card by card. Three of Swords. We now have the Wheel. It feels like a personal choice here. Do I accept the wheel or do I not? Do I want the wheel to move forward or backwards? Because I feel like it's your mind, it's your actions that's going to control this wheel. But I know that it wants to go forward. I know that. And I know that if you allow it, it's going to. But you have to allow it too. Three of Wands. Beautiful. Now let me point something out. Three of Swords. Heartbreak, right? In whatever fashion. Someone could have cheated on you. It doesn't matter. Your heart was broken. And it's been hard to mend it. But Spirit's saying now, in this present moment, everything is changing if you allow it. It feels like the universe is has our back because, listen, we are the sign that ushers in fall. And it's an important job. And we need to be ready for it. So it's like the universe is saying, some of you are ready, some of you are almost ready, but this is knowing that you have the ability now to move on from this heartache. She's starting a new path. She's optimistic about this path. She is alone for right now. This is the beginning. This is clarity on the type of path we want, what we want for our life. Because it's not the Two of Wands where, you know, we need to take baby steps to get on this path. She is on the path. And it's not that you've ever gotten off your path. You just keep putting blocks in front of it. You know, it's like, here's your path. Beautiful, right? Look where it's heading. But, bam, we put a block there. We put a block there. We put, but this is that lifting of the blocks. And although you may be starting out on your own, and this is not for everyone. Some of you, this is, this is you knowing that no matter what, you can do you just fine. I feel like it's almost like a gate being opened. And what's being shown to you, it looks like, I don't even know how to explain it. I don't want to say like a junkyard, because it's not a junkyard, but it's like, I see words like just thrown all around, like singer, painter, author, business owner. You know, it's like, here's all your dreams. And it's like you can walk in there for a minute and pick up and take what you want. But you have a very short window. Now, all these dreams that are lying around me, they've always been yours. All these talents, they belong to you. You set them aside, almost thrown them aside. Some of you could have been due to someone else. I gave up my dream for someone else. But no longer. Spirit's saying, go in the room and pick up what's yours. And if you want more than what you believe you have, pick it up and you can learn it. It's crazy what I'm seeing. I mean, it's like I see big white pieces of paper, like in a big, like a black magic marker. Artist, business owner. It's just, there's so many. It's about being whatever you want to be. I feel for some, this is about these dreams that you've put on hold for maybe someone else, but it doesn't even matter why. It's about that opportunity coming back around, but you need to see it. It's about knowing who you really are and what you're capable of. And it also feels like Spirit saying, if you don't keep putting blocks in your path, you'll see our illumination. You'll see the direction. But you can't keep putting blocks there or blindfolds on and then wonder why. Why is my path so clouded when others are so clear? It begins and ends with you. And that's it. It begins and it ends with you. It can be anything you want to be. You can go anywhere you want to go. And yes, it may not fall out of the sky for you, but this is telling you that whatever it is that you truly want to be, how you want to be, what you want to do, it's there. It's on your path. And this month, it's illuminated for you. You know, I'm thinking Leo's probably going to get mad at me, but It's the month of Virgo. Okay, let's go right here. Okay, so we have the ego, but we have the Nine of Cups. You know, for some, this is, it's the fear of being alone. You know, it's like a real fear of being alone. But you shouldn't fear that. You know, and those who fear being alone may need to spend time alone, may need to get to know yourself better. You know, I often feel as a Virgo, and I just had this discussion with someone, I could buy a piece of land in the country and put a home on it and be happy as can be. You know, it's that feeling of, I like spending time alone. And when we don't fear ourselves, or when we know ourselves, it's like, again, a portal opens up. I'm seeing these cups as those papers that I was just talking about. All the dreams, all the hopes, all the wishes, they're right there. And look, he's walking right to it. He's walking right to it. So maybe he's trusting his intuition at this point, and it's pulling him in the right direction. He just needs to take that blindfold off. You know, it's good to use our intuition. It definitely guides us. But there's a point where we need to then turn around and put our own action in towards manifesting each of these cups, because each cup represents something. But here is the ability to manifest, to take those dreams and turn them into reality. When? Now. No better time than the present moment, right? And we have the Six of Pentacles and the Six of Wands. So it feels to me like if we have clarity over our present moment, we can't go wrong here. That's what I feel like. Even if we're blindfolded, as long as we're trusting in our intuition, eventually, we can truly make our dreams our realities. You know, and a 9. A 9 to me is, it's about the journey of getting there. The 10 is the outcome. But it's the journey is where the beauty lies. So this is like not rushing to get to the final outcome, but being ready to enjoy the journey, each step of it. Look, I have the Ace of Cups next to this. So for many of you, this is new love. And that's what you're hoping for. That's what you're wishing for. For some, this can be, you know, a love that has suffered, and the opportunity to reignite it, if you choose. I don't feel that this is the same energy I was just talking about earlier. You know, with that person from the past who is not good for you. You know, it could certainly also be talking about, it could be talking about that person and just being able to see the truth, and seeing the truth allows you to take that blindfold off and work towards what you really want, the type of person you want. Because, you know, I'm looking at the angel standing behind you, and it's like, she's got her arm out, like, if I could take that blindfold off of you, I would. But this is part of your soul lesson, is to take it off for yourself. But once you do take it off, you start to see how your path has been illuminated all along. All along. But how could you possibly see that when you blindfold yourself, right? When you're walking in the past. Clarity. Clarity. Here is the blindfold coming off. Here it is. Beautiful. You know, here is the truth being shown to you. Here is the illumination to begin this new journey. And here is the energy. I'm not an astrologer at all. Not even a little bit. But I do know that we have the eclipses. And for some reason, I just felt a very powerful, almost like a lightning strike, connecting these two cards together. It's like a jolt of energy is what it feels like. Like you are sitting in a chair and then the chair becomes electrified and it shoots you out of that chair. To get you moving. It's like now that I have clarity, I have to take action. Because the possibilities are unlimited to me. I see it. And I know it. I know it. And because I know it, I now see it. You know, what I feel with this is how when we're in times of trouble, we tell ourselves, oh my God, this will never end. But yet we know it will end. We know it. We've had the ebbs and flows, right? We know what comes up must come down. We know like attracts like. So it's like we know the laws of the universe. And we have to remind ourselves, for those who are still in this heartache area, and you think you cannot move, you cannot move on. You know better. You know you can. And you know eventually you will. This is telling me that joy, happiness, laughing, celebrating will be yours again. Once we see the truth, once we have the clarity, we allow the clarity, we already know. We already know what the sword stands for in our lives. But it's about seeing it, understanding it, so you can truly move on. Moving on even if your heart is broken, not allowing that to stop your forward motion. Because happy days are just waiting for you. It's like, keep going. Keep going. You're almost there. For some of you, it's like you're almost over this person, or you're almost over the energy of where you cannot stop thinking about someone. And you're starting to have clarity over part of it is you and your mind. And your mind allowing you to focus backwards. Happy days are here again. Holy shit, that's a TV show. Happy days are here again. That's an old show. But it's a good show. It's a good, clean, fun show. It's a show about family network. And when one falls, the others come to help lift them. They're all different. I mean, it's strange because I'm picturing Fonzie in my mind, moving into this family nuclear that is so different than his normal, but yet still the ability to mesh together and create this beautiful family union. I don't know why this is coming out. Some of you may be meshing two families together. And you may be very different. I don't know. It's like you may be different on a surface level, but very much alike on a soul level. I also feel like this is saying that open up the possibilities of, listen, I don't know why, but it's like I hear, if you only like blondes, but you've only known heartache, perhaps you need to look for a brunette. The opposite. It's a metaphor, but not turning someone away because of the way they look, or maybe even in their beliefs, because there is something beautiful within that. It's a learning experience for you. I don't know, guys. Wow, I don't know. If you don't know the show Happy Days, then you're probably not going to understand that. Okay, let's keep going. So, here we are, beginning this new path, right? We're allowing the opportunities to come in now. And they are coming in. They're finding us. The page. Page of fire. News coming in. Offers to do something. Maybe completely different than what you used to do. It's like maybe you keep books and now you become an artist. You keep books, or, you're a bookkeeper and now you become an author. And it's not just out of the clear blue. It's like somehow these offers start coming to you. Now, through your action. But this doesn't have to be today's action. This could have been the seeds that you planted. Wow. Seeds that you planted a while back. So maybe you forgot about some of these seeds. Here comes opportunity knocking at your door. Are you going to answer? I think that you do. This is beautiful. This is, for some, beautiful new love. A beautiful new emotional experience that takes you from here to here, from 1 to 10, like that. These are beautiful epiphanies. And yes, love, love, love. But not just love of a person, love of life. I love that you're starting this path. Which brings joy attached to your emotions, attached to the things that you love. Remember, we have the wheel, first card, on top of the 3 swords. For those who want to change their life, this is your month. Because the energy is going to be given to you. It's up to you what you're going to do with it. So much ability and joy. 9 of Swords. You know what? It's so funny 9 of Swords just came out because I picked up this card, I looked at it, and as soon as I put it over my hand, I thought to myself, I bet I get the 9 of Swords. There it is. It's almost like I don't even need the cards anymore. I don't know. 9 of Swords. It's the energy of worry. It's the energy of, I don't know if I can take one more thing. Feels like you're fighting everyone else's battles except for yourselves. You've given your energy to everyone except for you. You've believed in everyone else's dreams except for your own. You've nurtured everyone around you except for you. You know, we're meant to be of service, but we need to be of service to ourselves first. That's what I feel like. I feel like this sword that's laying on the ground is saying, look at everyone else that you take care of. Look at the energy you put into everything and everyone else. Look at the worry you put in to things that you can't change, you know? And here you are just not even thinking about you. But it's the closest sword to you. Everything else is behind you. It's behind you. It's already happened. And each one has taught us something important. These are soul lessons. And you may be exhausted from them. And I get it. But you need to pick up that sword and be the warrior that you are. Virgo. It's very seldom we allow all this and still not have clarity. And if this is you, it feels like strung out. It's a weird strung out. It's because you won't allow yourself to get up. This part of the journey is almost over. There's only one more sword. And this is about you taking that sword and owning it for yourself. This is a card of creating more worry. Because we're manifesting worry, thinking worry. We eat worry. Everything's worry, worry, worry. It's in the mind. Hard lessons. But tremendous growth if you see them for what they are. Listen, not all of them were meant to be, right? And these don't all, these represent people. These represent things that are out of your control. Things that need to go. It's already happened. I feel like for some of you, there's like two major things on your mind. Two major things. And I feel like you're getting control. You know, like you're getting control of each sword. You're understanding, you're controlling it, you're not allowing it to control you. But there's still maybe two things that you are allowing to overtake your energy. But let's remember that we have control of this. It just seems like it has control of us. Because this is waiting. You know, what it feels like to me, it's like, you know, what I thought was going to be all rainbows and fun and loving was nothing like that. Did not turn out that way. I feel with this combination together, it's telling me that you are so close to the point of wanting to get out of this energy completely. And I don't mean temporarily. I mean for good. You're so close to it. Just looking at his towel and how it's touching this cup down here. It's dark. But that towel is just touching it. And I'm looking at this cup up here that's highlighted or illuminated. It's the divine. And even though your eyes are closed, you're closer to this cup. It's this cup. You're closer to it than that of the past. So for some, I feel like this is like the journey of you moving away from the past. And even though your eyes are still closed, you're so close. So close to getting rid of this type of energy. So you can start new. And I have to say, I feel like for some of you, it's like this tempting energy that just keeps pulling you back. Pulling you back. It's like a temptation. I mean, truly a temptation. It feels like you're fighting. You know, like you've had to fight for your very soul. But you win. You win that fight. If you let go of the worry. Let go of the control. And let go of the past. Now, taking that lesson now. So close. This is not the time to give up. There's that card of the X or the cup of the X way down there. Not even illuminated anymore. You know, I feel like for some of you, this is you feeling this energy coming in. You feel that it's coming in. I don't want you to worry about it coming in, though. This is not about worry. This is about release and just allowing. Don't give up now. And this can represent anything again. Your dreams, your fantasies, you know, your goals that you thought were unattainable. They're not. I feel like for some of you, like the past has really changed you. You know, like you haven't been able to be your authentic self. Or I shouldn't say that. It's not that you can't be, but you maybe subconsciously make a choice to wear like a mask. But now it's about allowing yourself, your authentic self, to shine through no matter what. And those who don't appreciate that, let them fall to the wayside. Because this cup is for you, not for them. This is not your cup to hand away to someone else. This cup is coming in for you. Okay, let's keep going here. So we have justice. Again, hey Libra. You know, it could be, certainly could be a Leo too. Six of Cups. So this is looking back at our past. You know, with fond memories. Sometimes we need to open our sight a little bit more and, again, see it all. It's like Lady Justice is going out of her way to hand the scales over, to balance this situation for good. She's got her sword up here. I feel what Lady Justice is saying is, I can take my sword and I can cut out this for you, this constant looking back, if you choose. I can take those memories of your childhood, the things that did not serve you, the things that were taught to you accidentally the wrong way, and I can now balance that out for you. I can heal that little girl or that little boy that once was. I can heal them if you allow me. For some of you, I feel like this is just like spirit guides saying, we want to reignite all of the things that you as a child believed in. You remember the days when someone would say to you, Billy, what do you want to be when you're older? And you would say a firefighter, a pilot, a superhero. Peggy, what would you like to be? I'm going to be a doctor, a lawyer, the president. So be it. So be it. And it's like she takes her sword and taps you on the head. So be it. And so you shall be. This is all about reigniting our dreams, guys. I'm going to say for a few of you, this can be I just heard a siren, a weird siren. I'm trying to, does that mean anything? Well, maybe Billy becomes that firefighter after all. But I feel like this is even about the possibility of healing some prior relationships. Now, whether it's healing your heart, enough. It's healing your heart enough. Because she's on this path. But her too, she's just beginning on it. And I feel like the inner child is saying, don't forget about everything we dreamed about. Don't forget about all that. And it's like she touches you and ignites you. Maybe that's why I heard the siren. She ignites you. And again, it can be a prior relationship. Now, I'm hesitant when I say that because I know I talked here about letting it go. But not everybody is going to be letting go of someone. For some of you, this can be a healing of the past love. But there's no push and pull here. Because remember, as a child, there's a sense of freedom. Even though in reality, there is no freedom. You know, we have parents and we have, you know, when I grew up, the whole neighborhood, like, knew what you were doing. But there was still this sense of freedom every time I walked out the front door. And it's like that feeling again. So this could be a healing. You know, for some of you, it could be you may be in love with a Libra. And a Libra is in love with you. Or a Leo. Chariot. Or a Cancer. Let's just put that out there. Look how she's looking right at her. It's like she's saying, I've been waiting. I'm right here. The Chariot's ready whenever you're ready. And it's like the little girl, the little boy, ignites the woman or the man in you to begin this new journey. And by the way, this journey, it's up to you. You can take it anywhere you want. That's what the Chariot represents. Control. Control. Having control of where you take this Chariot. Some of you could be moving back home. Could be moving back to where you have good memories. I feel like she's saying, I've always been here, waiting. This is not the first time you've taken me for a ride. Remember that. I'm always here waiting to take you wherever you need to go. It's like the taxi with no meter. Unlimited. Jump in. Where do you want to go? I don't know. Maybe somewhere new. Maybe somewhere I have never been. Look at that. That's movement onto a new path. Maybe a little fear. But you know, fear is not always a bad thing. Damn trucks. I have to tell you, I hate traffic. I hate traffic. I do. I can't even listen to traffic when I'm driving in my car. I hate it. I hate the sound of it. Okay. Maybe it feels like chaos to my ears. And maybe that's what this is saying. You need to drown out the traffic. But fear we can use in any way we want. You know, I think of people who jump out of airplanes. It is the fear that drives them to jump out of that airplane because it creates the adrenaline. And that's what they're seeking, that adrenaline. So we have to look at fear for what it really is, good and bad. It's a little stumbling block, but sometimes we're meant to stumble for a second, just for a second. Always attached to you, always. Just because you don't see me doesn't mean I'm not there. You can jump in your chariot anytime you want. and I'll take you anywhere you want to go. But you're the driver. You're the driver. Hermit. Hermit. Virgo. Queen of Swords on top of that. What does that feel to me? That it feels like, probably for many of you and myself included, you know, it's like that feeling of sometimes life feeling so out of whack that we're forced to go within to figure it out. And going within, seeking the self-discovery, seeking the answers. And so what's my part in all of this? What's my part here in the universe? What is my part? What's it all about? Why is there pain? And I feel like Divine tells you, it's for lessons, my dear. It's for the lessons. It's your soul calling out for these lessons. And when you emerge as the Queen of Swords, you emerge as quite the strong person, knowing what needs to be cut out, what needs to go, and what can stay. You know, there's a butterfly attached to her hand. But when I looked at it, it looked like a cup. So I feel like for some of you, this is talking about love, because that's what it looks like. It looked to me like she was holding a cup. I feel some of you have gone into hermit mode, and I feel like this has already happened. But I feel like some of you have gone into hermit mode feeling worn out, drugged out, like old. You feel old. You feel tired. You know, you felt like you were 90. But you emerge as this young, beautiful energy. It's like you've refreshed all of you, mind, body, and soul. Seven of Pentacles. You're preparing yourself for this new direction. Some of you, you may have decided to quit your jobs. You're just done. And this may have come to them with little notice, but to yourself, you've been thinking about it forever. For some, this may be the energy coming up. And I just want to say, that's great, but take one moment. Because I feel like it's about, yes, you are going after your dreams. But make sure you have everything lined up first. Like, don't just quit your job if it's your only source of income without having your backup plan already in place. Because this feels like the backup plan. Like, this is my plan. And now I'm putting it into action. And I know it's going to require more action. right? I have to do more. I'm starting on a new journey. There's new knowledge that I may need. But I have many different options to choose from. If I only look within at my true, authentic self, my soul, my spirit, Queen of Cups. Strong energy here. Strong energy. And it all begins within the Hermit. It all begins within yourself. I know. I feel like I just heard someone say, oh my God, I'm so sick of hearing that. I know. I'm sick of hearing it too. I'm sick of saying it. But it is reality. So it's like all this beautiful growth that you are about to have. I feel like it is, it is like you are emerging as this strong person now. You are ready to do whatever you need to do to begin this new path, to welcome in these new opportunities. Even to the point where allowing new love to come in with a different clarity this time, though. Like, I'm going to be well, it's a new way, but what you're really saying is this time, when love comes in, I'm going to be me, 100%. And it's funny because, like, I see the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Cups, two completely different energies. But it feels like it's balanced there. Like, no longer will I accept people, lovers, bosses, whoever. No longer will I accept the limitations that they bring. Because it's like you are now ready to open your heart completely. Both looking straight ahead. Present moment, guys. It's like here, I'm available to you. Because you're ready. And it's funny because I'm seeing these two queens and the Hermit, and it's almost like you start to realize now that everything you need for your dreams, Virgo, to come true, you've always had them. You've always had them. And it's like Spirit's saying, we're going to ignite them once again. So you can feel the energy. You can feel the possibilities. You can see it clear as day. The Magician tells us we're ready. We're ready. The Magician doesn't tell us that this new part of the path won't have challenges, because that would be a lie. Because life always has challenges. But when we can return to the queens and kings that we are, We can use the eternal gifts given to us. Strength, clarity of mind, intuition. You know, it's just so weird. I heard, throw away the clocks and let us guide you by the sky. And what it feels like is like I was just taken back thousands of years, just like that, in a time when there were no clocks. The only way you measured time or even location was from above. And it feels like the magician's telling me that to tell you that you've had it since the beginning of time. Bring it out now. Take it for a ride. No more limitations. No more limitations. Whew. Okay, let's look at the last card. Seven of Earth. Love that card. You know, Seven of Earth to me is that energy of, the path that I've been on wasn't for nothing. It may have been hard. It may have been filled with quicksand and boulders, but I got through it. I got through it. And even during those times, seeds are planted of how we want our future to look. This feels like a card of victory all by itself. But then we have the card of victory on top of it. You know, I have to say, Virgo, I knew everybody wants to hear about love, but I have to say this is far above that. Because it feels to me like it doesn't even matter what it is you're seeking in love. What you've gained in these last couple of years of hardship will serve you forever and ever. Victory over your finances, over your family, harmony, abundance, love. It all sits within the Ten of Pentacles. Victory. It's like the journey has not been easy. It feels like, I don't know how to say it, not really. It feels like, I want to say you become the leader, but it's not really the leader. But people look up to you now. They want to know how you got from here to there. You got from 1 to 10. They want to know how. They look up to this path that I feel like you're about to take. I feel like for many of you too, this is about those new jobs or a new business. And it's like it's saying, you know, if you had a question in your mind, is my business going to be okay? If that was your question, the answer is yes. It's that perfect blending of shadow and light. Four of Swords. Wow. I feel like this is why. You took time. You thought about it. You went within. Peacefulness. So what I feel, it's like, for some of you, it's like, finally, a chance to just be me. A chance to have harmony within and around me. These lessons were not for nothing. These lessons were important. And I know that now. I know that now. Wow. Okay. I'm going to pull these up, and I am going to do the Six of Earth on its own, because it's underlying energy. Excuse me. And you know what? I think I'm going to throw, because, you know, I feel like some of you are like, hey, wait a minute. Where's the romance angels? I wasn't going to bring them out. I don't know why. But Virgo, I feel like I need to, well, I'm going to shuffle. And I'm going to see what comes out. Just letting my intuition guide me. No rhyme and reason. Just letting the flow. Okay, Virgo. August 2017, Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising. Whoever clicked on the video. Virgo. Sun, Moon, Rising. Anyone who was guided here. I don't know why I just did this, but it's it's just what came out, so. I mean, come on. It's like a whole new reading, right? All surrendered, all centered around the Six of Pentacles. And the first card that came out was a card of retreat, and that's a card about disconnecting from the world. The Hermit, disconnecting from the world. And what's above it is unrequited love. And it's the first area that we had, the first subject that we had in your spread. The Three of Swords. But it's a moving on of it. So it's a clear statement just that, listen, it ran its course. Or chemistry is no longer there. But you know this. This is not like a card of surprise. You know, we know this energy. And we can either face it or we cannot. But it will still exist. It's like that energy, we can't make someone love us. We can't. And they can't make us love them. Because this can go, you remember, this spread can go, you know, I'm talking like it's all happening to you, but it can be the other person too. So remember that. But nonetheless, I have a new love here. So I feel like it's like going in a circle. Like, I need to retreat to get over this past that I know wasn't serving me. I know it. I felt it. And I need to understand I can't make them love me. And at the same time, it's their loss. And they can't make me love them. And I need to have clarity over that. I need to understand that. I need to understand that if I put so many years of my life into this, when I know in my soul I'm not meant to, it's over. Well, then I never allow this new spark, this new energy of someone else who is on my path. On my path. And I allow, it feels like what Spirit was saying earlier about another 6 years. Do I want to spend another 6 years? Well, look at that, right? Right about 6. In that type of energy. Hanging on to little strings of nothingness. False hope. But I got to put my own responsibility here. Because I know it on a soul level. And I need to remember, just like before in my life, when I thought that somebody else was my forever person, and they turned out not to be, how new love did come again. So I just need to remember that although this is a painful situation, it hurts to feel unloved. Even when we're not sure if we truly love that other person, it's the rejection. It's like a knife to my heart. And that knife to my heart It was what keeps me tied to this energy. Maybe I can make them love me. But I know I can't. I know that on a soul level. So I need to let it go, understand it, and move beyond it. Because I have love here on my path. Always been. And I just have to remember that. Perhaps this next person is my forever person. Perhaps. How am I going to know that? If I keep myself there. That's where my focus remains. I put a block. I stop the energy from moving any further. And if I'm holding on to past hurt, and someone new has come in, someone promising, I had to be very careful with these two energies, that they're not affecting each other. Because I have the promise. I have the energy now working in my favor, times 3. So I need to unblock myself by spending as much time as I need for clarity. And then opening my path to new love. Even existing love for some. I need to be able to take the steps that the divine is asking me to take, is showing me here in my present moment. Fully present. It's like the path is being laid out for you. We need to close that energy. So this new love can come in. And just like the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups and all the beautiful energy, the Nine of Cups that you've been given, can start to sprinkle its magic on you. Chemistry will show you that when you think it's over, when you think love has failed you, when you think love will never knock at your door again, be ready. Because love doesn't announce itself. Most love is a surprise. We didn't expect it. We need to get back to that and understand that. Balance in that. Because you're being guided in your love lives right now. We are being guided in our love lives. And I can certainly use this guidance. I don't know about you. But it's telling us that new people are coming into our lives. They're being prepared, as we are, for what looks to be like a miracle. The beginning of our 3 wishes coming true. But this is not about miracles, so to speak. This is about the human actions and putting them together with intuition and trusting in the flow of the universe. If you're in an existing relationship, committed relationship, and things have been going difficult, there's a renewal. But understand this renewal is coming because energy has been worked upon, worked on, cleared, let go of, recognized. 2 people. Always, what is my part? How can I make it better? And where do I make it worse? I don't know, I just felt like pulling a card on Make the Effort. Because this is a card about being divinely guided in love. Our hearts being guided. So we don't have to worry about that. I feel like what it's saying. Like we just need to let go of that worry. Where will this person be? Will this person ever come in? Yada, 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 you know, that kind of thing. Yes, yes, and yes. And I know it's not all about love. But isn't it? And I don't mean just romantic love. But I do mean love. Love of a person. Love of a family. Love of a career. Love. Passion. I feel like July has come to an end. It has come to a close. And we need to let it close. So the worries that you had in July, it's time to let them go. Because it feels like it doesn't matter what area you need help in. It's on its way. And for some of you, new love is coming. It is coming. I feel like there's a few who I feel like there's a few where it feels like someone just came in And you're like, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid, I'm afraid. Don't be afraid. Take a chance. Open your heart. Trust in your intuition. Because this is being guided to you. And to them. And it's funny because now I see the Six of Earth as a balance. For a few of you, it feels like perhaps the coming together of a twin union. Now, when I say that, I don't feel like this person is. Dang it! Why did that have to come up now? See why my videos are so long? I mean, you guys would kill me if I just left it there. Because I have I have twins. Twin union. For some reason, I feel like saying coming back together. Okay, no. It's I feel, again, it's some that, can I just say, like, it feels like, that's weird. They just flipped themselves, so I'm just going to at least look at them. Oh, there's a lot. Okay, I'm going to put it this way. I see some of you looking in a mirror and your twin looking back. And it feels like the energy is that close to coming to your reality, your present moment, your being, coming into the physical. It's a spiritual union coming together. That's weird. I got exactly 6 cards flew out. Isn't that weird? I don't know. I'm getting a lot with 6s and 3s and I feel like that what it's saying is there's a few of you who felt like someone was your twin flame. You felt like, or you still think someone you've already met is a twin flame. But I feel like I'm supposed to tell you that that's not the case. Now, I know that's not for all of you. But for some of you, there was this, you weren't sure about it. And it's like this pull back to them and back to them and back to them. Even if you're not physically coming together, it's like that pull of, I can't let them go. Well, it's because it's almost karmic. What is karmic? It's like a form of temptation being put in front of you. And it feels like that is part of what you need to do. You need to see it. There is something karmic about who you think is your twin. And it's that pull that makes you believe that. But it is not your twin. It is karma. It keeps playing itself over and over again because you're allowing it. For some of you, this could have been from so many years ago, over and over. And what Spirit's saying to you, you need to let that whole image go. Because you already, you know who I'm speaking to. You have that doubt. It's like you tell yourself, well, this is my twin, and that's why I can't break the bond. But it's not the truth. You're not breaking the bond because you're not learning the lesson. I feel like there are a million red flags here. And it feels like this is a major lesson for someone. You have to know that, like you have not met your twin. It is not your twin. It is karmic, and it's ready to go. Oh, just glance down, look at that, the Ten of Cups. Because I have the Nine of Pentacles here, and to me, this is a card of independence. So independent, alone, on myself. But yet, it's like once I let that go, the whole flow changes. And I have to say, I feel like for some of you, this could have been an air sign. An air sign that you knew since you were young adults or older teenagers. And that's how long, like, the holding on to this energy has been. Because it feels like you started out young. And not that you're old, but you're older. And it's still going on. But now, it is a major block for you. Maybe someone said to you, oh yes, that's your twin. But your intuition is telling you otherwise. And there's a need, Virgo, to see it. Because I'm worried if you don't see it, this is a revolving door that you'll just continue to go through and through. You know what I mean? Because in reality, what is keeping you? Like, they're not even giving you a quarter of what you need. And you know this. The good news is your twin is coming into this life. And excuse me, but I feel like going like that. I feel like saying no. I feel like I'm your big sister and I want to come over with my sword and cut that bond, that imaginary string. Cut it for you so you can be free. I have so much love on this board right now. and the Ten of Cups on the bottom. So much potential. The month for Virgo. What are we going to do with it? What are we going to do with it? Are we going to accept these new opportunities? Are we going to be open to the clarity? Even if it hurts. It only hurts for a moment. You know, I'm looking at the Six of Earth, and again, I'm seeing things coming in 3. And when I look down at the spread, what I see right now is the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. So there's one more thing coming. Is it the Ace of Pentacles? Or is it the Ace of Wands? I don't know. But it's probably the Ace of Wands, because it's asking us to be proactive today. Because this energy, this beautiful energy for August, even with Mercury in retrograde, wants to change your life for the better. Wants you to change your life, I should say. Wants you at least to be aware of your possibilities, which are endless. Virgo, I could do your spread for hours, I swear. I could do it for hours and hours and hours. And it's not because I'm not getting clarity. It's just that I love doing your spread. I can't help it. Okay, maybe that's a sign. I do have the Emperor, though. Came out by itself. So, you know, to me, I mean, it could certainly represent Aries. But to me, it's a card of strength. It's a card of wisdom. You know, Aries or the Emperor is someone that we should be able to look up to with trust. With, you know, seeking knowledge of how can we or what action do we need to take? Listen, I feel like some of you, it's like photography. I feel like you are fantastic at photography, but you need to take the next step and, I don't know, maybe start printing them or, you know, I don't know, whatever you want to do with it. You know, my mother was a great photographer. So it's kind of weird that I don't have the right words for this. Okay, well, for some, your twin may be, this person we were talking about, may be a photographer, may be a journalist. You know, there's something about them, it's like snapping memory in time. No, snapping memories in time. Does that make sense? Snapping memories in time. It's like they're the keeper of history. Maybe they're a history professor. Keeper of history. I feel like for some of you, you've had like 10 to 20 past lives together where you came into each other's lives. Because that doesn't happen very often. Okay, I don't know why I keep shuffling. This has got to be the end. I feel like this is like telling me there is a definite closing to the way the Virgo was. To the way things were. It's like there is a definite ending to it. And it's that feeling of we can either jump on board or miss the ride altogether. But Spirit can't make us again. But here it is. Yeah. We can keep ourselves trapped and blindfolded and never love again, or we can take that chance. And we can take the blindfolds off. And it doesn't matter what happened in the past. And, you know, it's like this twin has shadowed your life. Wow. Okay. Look what's at the bottom of the deck now. Six of Pentacles. God, the cards just want to keep talking. It's the fruits of your labor coming in. The fruits of your labor. And however that feels. You know, if we've gone within and we've seeked self-discovery, clarity. Really, though. You know, these aren't just words that I'm saying. Remember that. This is, you know, it's like you got to claim the truth for yourself. We can't say that we've taken time within the hermit mode if we've only spent 5 minutes looking for real clarity. This is about seeing our light and a shadow of ourselves. And maybe this is why the twin is now coming in. The real twin. Not this facade over here. And, you know, it's just like you just know it. Two strong fire signs here. Right? Strength, Leo. The Emperor, Aries. Well, thank you. There's our third thing. There's our third ace. Abundance. Abundance. Beautiful growth. Pentacle. The highest ace in the deck. It's what begins everything else. Two strong characters sitting with that. But can I look at the Ace of Pentacles as an earth sign? I don't even want to start getting into that. I shouldn't even have said that. Abundance. Abundance. Wherever we want to take it. Clarity. Truth being revealed so that we can move beyond it. New clarity. A new way of being. Love. Love of life. Love of what we do. love of our passions, and love of a person. It's all here. Where is here? In your present moment. This is where things are revealed to us. Here, in the present moment. The here and now. We are this baby. This is us. The baby. The fool. Starting these new journeys. We're meant to. We were meant to go through everything we've just gone through. No matter how difficult. Because this new chapter, it's almost like a new pinnacle, is the reaping time for us. It's reaping time. Everywhere. You can jump on board, or you can miss the train. That's up to you. That's up to you. And I love how I put the Ace of Cups right in the center, top of everything. That's a love of yourself, too. Wow. Okay. Virgo, I gotta let it go. I have to let it go. Whew. You know, if you get a personal reading from me and, you know, you feel like the wait is long, understand why. Because this is what I do in my personal readings. It's not a 20-minute reading. It's an hour and a half, 2 hours. I do not close out a reading until I feel that it's Spirit wants me to. If they want me to sit for 5 hours, I will sit for 5 hours. It only feels like I've been here for 10 minutes, but I know. I don't even have to look at the time. I know. August is the month of Virgo. And yes, we still allow Leo to be part of it. You know, the eclipse is in Leo. No, it's in Virgo, right? Okay, well, that makes sense. I hope I'm right on that. Right? The eclipse is in Virgo. That must be why I keep saying this is the month for Virgo. Now, when I say the month, I should say this feels like January to me. Like we are beginning a new year. And these beautiful new beginnings, they're going to continue and to continue. This is not 1 month of energy. Virgo, I feel like this could be your next 9 years. And longer. But I'm going to refer you back to the beginning of the video and how we get to here. It's like half us, half the divine, working together. We can't do it without the other part. Divine will do their part, but they need us to be a part of it too. It's beautiful energy. I love you guys. Thank you so much for this beautiful honor of doing your reading every month. It brings me joy. It brings me sadness. It brings everything. But I feel privileged to be able to read for you. I feel privileged when Spirit or Source guide someone to this video who's not even a Virgo. It lets me know that our spirit guides work in harmony to bring helpful people in place for us. We just need to allow it. Allow it. Why do we always allow the bad and we shut the good down, you know? Ace of Cups, a love of life. Again, I feel like giving an applause. All right, guys, I love you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.